Hi, I'm stopping by for a quick hello. Back in the day before refrigeration, people used to preserve their food any number of ways, and one of the ways was to smoke it, smoke the meat, and they would smoke fish. Of course, the fish I'm thinking of today was silver, and then by the time it was smoked, it was red. And from what I've read, some people used to train their horses or dogs to follow a trail by dragging that red herring down the trail, and then the horses or dogs would follow it because of the really pungent scent. Well, I also read that a fellow, when he was a boy, used that red herring to distract his hound dogs from their real purpose, which was to get a rabbit. And they got distracted, and the rabbit got away, and they followed that red herring. But we do that today too, don't we? We follow all sorts of distractions in today's events and today's discussions because of what we call a red herring. A red herring is used to lead people in another direction. It's used to lead people to a distraction. And some of the ways that it can do that is maybe it sounds really good, but it's not about the issue. It's not about the main thing. It's just meant to confuse the discussion, to confuse the issue, to distract. People sometimes use false equivalencies. That way they'll say, well, this is really so important, and don't you care about this? And when it's talking about something else, and they're not the same thing at all, but they're trying to make it seem like the same thing. And that can get distracting because people can get confused by that. We need to remember that old song from Sesame Street, one of these things is not like the other, and we need to kind of identify that when somebody starts using a false equivalency. We encounter that, some of those logical fallacies in all sorts of things today. Not only in arguments, though. We encounter them in events, and those red herrings could be a war or a rumor of a war, or they could be something that's leaked from the press. We've got a lot of leaks in our press, and we have had that for a long time. It could be a shooting, or it could be some sort of terrible event that gets everybody's eyes off one main thing and onto something else. We see this a lot these days, and so one of the things we need to remind ourselves of is what was I needing to pay attention to now? Because this is a distractible society, and with cell phones and social media and everything coming to us so fast, it's easy to get distracted, isn't it? So that's what we need to ask ourselves. What was the main thing again? What was the main thing? And get ourselves back onto the trail, back onto the scent, and to let the red herring alone. Let the red herring be the red herring. What are those red herrings? I'll let you figure that out, and I will see you next time.